Hello, welcome back to Funtime Crafts 24/7. This is a project share video, and what I'm sharing with you today are the makes from Anna Griffin's November 2025 Create event. Oh my good night, it was so much fun, and everything we made is so beautiful. Oh, they were such great classes today. We had so much fun. My mom's computer, her connection was working a lot better today. She could actually see the video as well as see the chat. She didn't have any volume, so she had to listen through the phone through my to my computer. But at least she had like a pretty decent regular streaming of it, and it worked okay on that aspect. So that was pretty cool. Whereas yesterday it was like super glitchy, and most of the day she didn't have any connection, so it was like wasn't as fun. But today was actually super fun. We had a great time crafting, and it was a hoot. So yeah, let me go ahead and jump in and share with you what we made. The first class was cards. The second class was tags, and the third class were 3D projects. And they, oh my, I can't even pick a favorite. They were so fun, and everything is so pretty. I am just in love with all the things we made today. And okay, so let's go ahead. I'm starving. Forgive me if I have to snack on these pretzels. I haven't eaten yet, and I was trying to hurry up and get all my projects finished, and all kinds of funness. But yeah, so if you hear crunching, sorry. Okay, so the first one is this fabulous greeting card gift card holder. I put my own spin on all these things, and like we're supposed to do anyways. We want to make things our own and put our own flair on it, and so I did that as well. And so I went from portrait to landscape or vertical to horizontal, and I liked this aspect better because of the wait for it awesomeness of the inside of the card. What? Look at all that gorgeous detail and that awesome surprise. Isn't that pretty terrific? I made most everything outside of the directions because I was just kind of winging it, half listening, not really paying attention, just having fun. Trying to look at the chat, trying to I was mostly crafting, but like in my own headspace. um, and just having a ball. It was a hoot. And then I would hear some shenanigans or something fun or whatever on the computer, and it was a blast. It was so relaxing and it was super fun. So definitely went at my own speed and did my own thing. So my measurements are slightly off, and some of the things aren't quite so. So yeah, that's the own spin. Anyways, so I still have the gift card holder portion at the bottom of the card, like they did on theirs, but my measurements are off here. Because I wasn't paying attention to the directions and things. However, I still think it came out super cute. You still get the dimension, the step out, and it is a really cool card design. I think it just came out super cute. And instead of a ribbon, I did a magnetic closure, which worked for me, honestly, because I forgot to put the ribbon on the card, is how that ended up happening anyways, and it still worked. I basically put a magnet on it and then put an embellishment on it and called it a day, right? Make a mistake, put a flower on it. And it worked out. So that's the first gift card holder. Oh, the second one, these both are just beautiful cards. The second one is a birthday card, and it's a top folding one. It had a ribbon closure, but it doesn't need it because this card is so heavy. But I love the texture element of it, and I just think it's so pretty. So I ended up just wrapping that ribbon around the back. I also didn't put the gold layer on the back. I didn't think it merited it, and it just looks so pretty just like this. And then cut it, flagged it at the bottom, burned the ends, and thought this just looks so pretty. I tried to stick with their design because it's just gorgeous. I did make a couple alterations just primarily because I was ad-libbing, and yeah, ended up elsewhere, but it's basically the same. And then look at that. Isn't that just great? And look at that. It just, here you go. Here's something fun. I hope you enjoy your day, right? I love you. Here you go. And then just say like, I love you, right? Happy birthday. That is so beautiful. They have this little space here for a cool little pocket that has a little note card. You can write a little message in there, and how fun is that, right? This was where I went rogue and added that pink, and so then I had to balance it out and add more pink to the rest of the card. Thus the reason these ended up changing. But I still think it's absolutely beautiful. I think this card came out so pretty. I also changed the design of the card base because when when we did get to here, it was so confusing on what she was doing. It didn't make any sense to me. So I ended up creating an 8.5 by 5 inch, two layers that were 8.5 by 5 inch, and then I put them back to back, and then I scored down an inch and a half, glued the bases back to back, from here to here, glued them together just right above that score line and on the two edges. And then what I did was is I stuck the oval die down, and I stuck the cutting plate like this, ran it through my die cut machine, both layers already glued together, so that way I would keep my card base nice, and then proceeded with decorating. I got my little cutout, and it worked, really nice that way. I wasn't sure what they were doing with the other pieces. I wasn't paying attention, so I got lost, and I was just like, I don't get it. So I ended up doing it this way, and it worked out just perfect and seemed a little bit more simple of a way to do it. And I think it still came out so pretty. But yeah, so there it is there. I think that's just lovely. Isn't that just beautiful? Look at all those colors, those flowers, everything is just beautiful. So then the next class was all about gift tags, and I had a ball. It was so stinking fun. Look at all these gift tags. A few of them I made outside of class. A few of them I made in. I just wanted to play with the dies, and so I ended up making a couple of them outside. These papers aren't out of the class, but like I said, I was just wanting to play with them, and like, isn't that just a beautiful die set? Gosh, that's gorgeous. And so then every year, Anna Griffin usually does a Christmas ornament, but she didn't this year. And I thought, wow, this die set is so beautiful. You could turn that into a Christmas ornament and hang that on a tree. So I ended up making a cool shaker window out of it. And I thought, that's just, how fun is that, right? That is so pretty. And that is just super fun. And so then the rest of these are just beautiful gift tags. This one's single-sided. I went all Christmas because I knew that is what I was going to use like right away. And so some of the designs are similar, some are not. And then I was just trying other elements that were in my stash, what would go with what. And I thought that, yeah, these just came out so dimensional and so pretty. The papers are absolutely gorgeous. This one here is like my favorite. I love this technique that they did. And it's like a whole paper weaving thing, and it looks so real. It's so dimensional. And that paper is absolutely beautiful. I love that Christmas Jasmine collection. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my heavens, it's so pretty. So pretty. And yeah, this is my favorite one. And then we made these other ones. These are really cool too. These little book style ones. Oh my gosh, these are a hoot. Excuse me, I love how these came out. Just everything has so much dimension and is so pretty. And then here's this one, last but not least, and like, right, how gorgeous is that? So pretty. Gives you a great place to write, and I just think this is just a lovely, and all these great little tag embellishments hanging off, and all this ephemera. I mean, like, right, isn't that beautiful? I love those. So then the 3D box, the third class, I went rogue again because I wasn't paying attention, and made this box outside of the directional portion of it. And the other thing about this was it was supposed to hold greeting cards, and they go this way instead of this way. And I couldn't wrap my brain around that. For the design of it, if I was going to put greeting cards in it, I would really want them to go this way, and then I would have peace of mind. I don't know what it is about them going this way that I don't know, it just didn't jive. And so I thought, I'm just going to make it my own there again. And I made a 4.5 by 4.5 by 4.5 inch tall cube to house all of my fantastic gift tags in. I just love this. They fit in here really nice. This takes up a smaller footprint. It's very useful for me and what I'm actually doing. and just a beautiful way to store these gift tags for Christmas while I'm wrapping presents. I just love this idea. I loved the idea, the concept of having a place to store something, because you didn't have to do greeting cards in theirs. You could do all kinds of things. You could even still put gift tags in theirs. Um, I just like the idea of the smaller footprint as well, and just a one that took up less space on my table, because I real estate around here is um highly sought after. I don't have a lot of it, and look at all that shabby chic awesomeness. Isn't that great? I just love it. This might be a little bit sloppy or messy to other people, but I love shabby chic. I think it's so pretty. And the cool thing is as this is sitting on my table, I can see if I need to make any more, if I'm running out of tags, and then I can proceed and make some more at whatever whenever I need to. And so I just thought, I love this concept though. This design, I kept this because this is absolutely beautiful to me. And I just thought that was just so pretty. I love how they had the two, and these actually had a double poinsettia in the middle. It was gorgeous, but I had more real estate on the sides, and so I needed to kind of separate it out. And this just ended up working for me on this. And I just love this. They had two. Oh, it was so beautiful. I was hoping to still be able to do that on this size, but this is just too big. But I still think it came out so, so pretty. And then look at that paper. Isn't that the most beautiful paper? Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So then the other thing with this project was it had a it had an interactive post box that you could put little letters in on the front of it. I didn't like the concept together. I liked them as two separate projects. So I ended up creating letters for Santa post office box. And look at how cute this is. A working little gorgeous post box. What? And so, like, when the nieces and nephews come over, they can write out a little letter to Santa. They can grab a little stationery. They can get the little pen. They can write the little message, and they can grab an envelope. They can fold up their little message, pop it in the envelope, and then they can proceed to pop it in the post office box. And I think this is just so stinking cute. I just love this idea, and it would be so fun. It would be such a keepsake because I'd have my nieces and nephews' little handwriting, and be able to, or if you could do it if it was your grandkids, you'd have their little handwriting, and that sweet little memory uh, they would have for a long time, and then you'd have a little keepsake, a little treasure of theirs. It would be so, so cute. And then if the so what I did was is if the nieces or nephews or little kids that came over peeked inside, and they opened it up, they could see that, oh, there's already letters to Santa inside. I made little pieces of airmail to go in there, and like, how cute is that, right? Put a little magnetic closure on mine, so it had a little pull handle as well, a little door handle to open. And I just thought this came out so stinking adorable. This is so fun. I just love this so much. And yeah, little letters to Santy. Isn't that cute? Made a bunch of little envelopes on my We Are Makers envelope punch board, and grabbed out some stamps. I had some scrapbook.com uh, Santa postal stamps, and then an old Hero Arts stamp set that I used to create the little envelopes and the stationery. Holly Express from scrapbook.com is the one that I use for the inside to make the little envelopes. And then the stationery is an old Hero Art set. This is a monthly set that I got like back in like 2020, I want to say. But if you wanted postage stamps, so you can use any small, really small stamps to create the tiny stationery. It doesn't have to be this specific set. Anything that's small. Any small, Christmassy type stamps, holiday type stamps would totally work to make the stationery. But Tim Holtz, I was going to tell you, you can still get this airmail stencil and stamp set from Tim Holtz. It's a Stampers Anonymous one, and Tim Holtz. And you should be able to get that still, I think, on Amazon, maybe scrapbook.com even. I would just type in Tim Holtz airmail, because I got this one actually not that long ago. at the beginning of the year, back in April. I got this back in April. You could still purchase it, but the set's been out for a while. Tim Holtz doesn't generally retire his stuff right away, but I got it back in April, so hopefully you'll still be able to get it too if you don't have this set, or maybe you have a set already, postage set, a Christmas one or something in your stash. Definitely use whatever's in your stash. Obviously, that's what I did, and you can make it fun as well. But yeah, isn't that a great idea? Aren't these just super fun projects? So yeah, so this is what we did today, and it was a blast. We had so much fun, and look at all these gorgeous makes. Aren't these beautiful? Oh my goodness, these were so fun. Today was a blast. All this stuff was so great. It was a ball. We had, and look at the designs of all the stuff we got to make. It's so beautiful. But there it is. Just wanted to share, and just had a fantastic day. It was so fun. I hope you guys did too. What was your favorite? I don't have a favorite. I like them all. It was so fun. But yeah, all of them. This one is really cool though. This whole all of it. In all reality, it's all awesome. I'm gonna use it all, because they're not just Christmas. Obviously, all these things we used, all the dyes, and it was fun because she really utilized the dyes in all the projects today, and made them every day or Christmas, so you could do them for whatever occasion, and so that was really cool to be able to do that and utilize the dyes in multiple ways. So yeah, it was pretty fun. But let me know what your favorite was down in the comments. I hope you had a terrific day, and I'll be back with you tomorrow. Until next time, happy crafting, everyone. Bye bye.